Hi, my name is Revoy. Welcome to our sprayer calibration video. So today I'm going to be using a Toro Multi-Pro 5700D for this video. It calls in the manual for a calibration using an 80004 nozzle. Currently we don't have those available, so we're going to be using an 11004. That number just means that we're going to be using 110 degrees instead of 80 degrees, and that both of those nozzles are red, and that it's going to be coming out at 0.4 gallons per minute. Okay, so let's head outside. We'll start our calibration and get started. So we're going to be doing a catch test to test for uniformity across 11 nozzles on our 18.5-foot boom. Okay, so to do that I need a stopwatch and a thing to catch the water. When I'm doing this, I'm going to have it right up close next to the nozzle so that no water escapes. So, our selection chart calls for us to, at the median of the 11004 nozzles, calls for us to have this set at 5 miles per hour and at 21 gallons per minute. So we're hoping to get in 1 minute an ounces per minute capacity of 45 fluid ounces. So, break that down, we're going to do the conversions after, and we're going to do it in 14-second intervals so that we only have to, or 15-second intervals so that we only have to do 15 seconds per nozzle as I stopwatch. I'm going to mentally be keeping track of how many milliliters come out into the catch as I go along, and make sure that you thoroughly drain it in between each. Self-test. So again, this is set at 5 miles per hour. You're going to want to give your sprayer a minute to get up to pressure and make sure you're at that 21 gallons per minute, or gallons per acre, pardon me, before you start doing the test. Now I'm setting up my stopwatch and I'm going to begin, and I'm going to go across and test for uniformity between all the nozzles. Hey guys, I apologize for that cutoff there, but my cameraman didn't realize that my device had run out of memory, and so we're missing the last half of our test. But, just to fill you in on what you missed, so I went on and I finished testing all 11 of those nozzles, and partway through I began to confirm my findings in between each nozzle by setting it on the flat surface of the chem shed floor to my left in the video, to make sure that what I was seeing with my eyes was matching up with a level surface. Moving on, here is the chart, the calibration chart for
the 5700D that we were working off of in the user manual. Okay, next let's talk about setting up your Pro control beforehand. So the first thing you need to do is you make sure that the rate that you set in the settings and the rate that you're using in the top 8-hand corner and that flow control are the same. Then you do your self-test speed. So for our particular test, we set it at 5 miles per hour, and you want to make sure that you set it in at 5 miles per hour. And then after you've begun running your self-test and you're all the way throttled up with your sprayer, you want to make sure that the pressure on the left gets up to the pressure number that you wanted in gallons per acre on your on the chart. So in our particular instance, we wanted it at 21 gallons per acre. Okay guys, so next let's talk about our results. So we wanted a one nozzle capacity of 45 fluid ounces per minute. So we set it at 5 miles per hour, and the gallons per acre needed to be at 21. Now for each one of our nozzles, I did milliliters in 15-second intervals. And you can see here the results from all the different nozzles in milliliters. When we add up the total, we get 4,000 milliliters, and then we're dividing that by all 11 nozzles to give us an average per 15 seconds, right? Then we're multiplying that average by 4 to give us an average in milliliters per minute. Then we're dividing that by the conversion, the 29.574 milliliters, to get it into fluid ounces per minute. Now the final part of this is Toro allows for a 10% discrepancy as a pass. So we need to check that the 49.16 fluid ounces per minute that we were getting is within that margin of error before we go on and do any further calibration tests. So we got 49 fluid ounces per minute. We're deducting the 45 that was our median benchmark following that chart. We have 4 ounces a minute as the discrepancy. So we're dividing that by the total, gives us 8.16%, which is within that 10% margin of error. So we have a pass. So our sprayer is calibrated and working just fine. And that's a wrap, guys. I really hope you enjoyed my sprayer video on how to calibrate a sprayer and perform a catch test. Again, my name's Revoy, and enjoy.